This week on Trendz Travel, we plug you with some gift ideas for Christmas and some of the best places to find them. Then we break bread through meals that make family feasting treats. Next, we move to a jeweler who seeks to preserve history through her craft making cutlery jewellery. Finally, a Christmas village that makes a spectacle not to be missed this festive season.
We are getting ready for Christmas. The trees are all decorated and lit, but they need a few things beneath. Yep, gift boxes. So I came to a Christmas market to pick up a few items. But first, we need to find out what makes the best Christmas gift.
I think over the years, people have always looked for value and they wanted a good time. What we see around us this year, there's a lot of great clothes. So there's something for the ladies, there's some stunning jewelry all around. There's a couple of stalls that sell really good educational toys. So there's something for that. There's one right behind us selling awesome bags for the pool. But what we really see is that people want value. There's some great shoes. I bought some great sneakers for my daughter earlier yesterday afternoon. So yeah, there's really something for everyone. There's some great candles, some Christmas decorations. So you can kit out your entire Christmas. And we've also seen some great African themed stalls. There's some beautiful wire-crafted Christmas decorations. There's really something for everyone. We've got 70 stalls here. So visiting a market like this is great because you find things that you can't find at other places. These are really artisanal crafts. So many of our stallholders are artists in their own right. They make their own wares. You can maybe find them on social media, but you're not going to find them in a shop. And that's why it's quite unique to come to a market like this.
Here, you are spoiled for choice. There's everything for everyone. With about 70 stalls providing different options, it really can be difficult to choose. Now, these next 3 stalls stood out for me.
By the way, folks, this is a garlic grater plate. We make them as handmade and hand painted. It's very ideal for garlic and a ginger at home. So for things like garlic and ginger, just make it wet. You simply go in a circular motion or whichever way. In seconds, you'll be having yourself a lovely fresh garlic paste. You simply take any brush. With the brush, you go directly to your pot. Now, the less time you spend at the kitchen, the more time you enjoy the days of your life. How about that? Now, even things like ginger, because ginger is very hard. Some people, they struggle with ginger due to the fibers that it has. So now you wake up in the morning, you have a sore throat, colds and flu. No need to boil the ginger for 30 minutes or having the strings that normally get stuck into your tea. So with this, you can either you mix the garlic and the ginger to make a lovely fresh curry, or you squeeze it over your tea. You'll never have Coca-Cola again. How about that? Lemon zesting, nuts, chocolates, Parmesan cheese, you name them. To clean is very easy. They are dishwasher safe, or with a simple rinse and then you're done. Now, there we go.
And it was the night before a summer Christmas. We are about to hear more about this story. Hello, how are you?
I'm well, and you?
I'm great. What is this book all about?
So, most of the books that you get for Christmas are all about snow and a cold Christmas, but we can't relate to that. So I wrote a book about Father Christmas coming on on Christmas Eve and coming down the chimney, but it's hot. So he swaps his boots for flip-flops and
Wait, Santa is wearing flip-flops?
yes, because it's too hot for his boots. It's too hot for his hat. There is a little cricket on every page that you can find because we all know that South Africa is not quiet. It's really loud and we can never find those crickets when we want to. So it's a really nice story to give the kids context, and it's more real so that they don't think that it's going to snow, because my kids always asks me on Christmas, where's the snow? So there is no snow here. So I wrote this for my 3 boys to give them an understanding, and it's a great book to read on Christmas Eve, to bring in some magic with your family, wait for Santa the next morning. And I think gifting is just something that is sentimental and means, it's not about what it is, it's more the thought behind it, I would say.
I'm a first-time stallholder ever, so this has been an experience for me. I've been to lots of Christmas markets, but never seen a stall that's got loads and loads of Christmas stuff, so I thought I'd give it a try and sell just Christmassy stuff.
And what do you have here?
All kinds of Christmas stuff. If you look around, we have some cushions, socks, decorations, stuff for the tabletop, what you expect to find when you want to make your house Christmassy and festive. One of my favorite items, it's been quite popular, is something called a wine gnome. It's a little guy you put over a wine bottle. Instead of putting it into one of those conventional little packets, you put this wonderful little wine gnome over. You can keep it for yourself, or you can take it if you're going to someone for Christmas dinner and you want to give them an original, exciting little thank you for dinner gift.
Now, this is how you walk out of a Christmas market with your hands full and a big smile.
Christmas season, a time where you get to create something that will last beyond the day and night in the hearts of people you love. It's the time where we see families gathered over a meal, whether it's on a long table, indoors, or wherever the environment brings you closer to each other. This is the sole purpose of this Broken Bread Long Table experience, to reignite a passion for conversations, to forge stronger bonds with those you call family and friends.
Very beautiful. Why pink?
I'm a girl dad, so that's one. Number 2, it's World AIDS, which is my birthday. So that's a commemoration of some sort. And also my mom's a cancer survivor, so pink is the cancer, color. So I thought, let's bring it all together somehow.
Tell us about the Broken Bread, the Long Table experience. How did it come about? What is it all about? What is the objective of it?
Sure. Look, the idea behind Broken Bread is let's sit at a table. We've lost the essence of sitting at a table and eating food and having a conversation. I think, cell phones have taken over. The idea that we must party all the time has taken over. Also, age for us is a factor. We can't do it anymore. So relaxed Sundays are a thing. And I want to build on that. And the whole concept is really around getting to know new people that you wouldn't otherwise meet in different spaces that we go.
Why should we remind ourselves, especially this Christmas, that we need to stay connected as human beings?
I think, we go back to COVID. That took away a lot of this ability. And now that things are opened up a little bit more, we are allowed to really re-engage the concept of being together, of sitting together, of feeling safe. I think the whole thing is around making people feel like they're in a safe space and they can reconnect on a very honest level. And because we're all wearing pink, particularly today, it feels like we belong, and so when you feel like you belong, it's very easy for you to interact. And so I think for me, that's very important. And the overriding message is let's reconnect as humans first.
If you're running with the theme and you're sticking to it, that's okay. This Christmas, I want my family together and I'm going to do it at the back of my house and then in the yard, under the trees, long table, friends and family. How do you make it successful and look beautiful?
I think one is to prepare for the fact that people want to do stuff while they wait, because food is always going to take a bit of time. Have some activities. We've got a table that you can paint on. The tablecloth is part of the activities that we do. We've got lounge areas where people can break away, and the food we're making is quite interactive. So you can go there, see it, be part of it if you want. But also just remembering that a nice, simple setting is always going to be more welcoming. If it feels like it's a bit too, I can't go to the table just yet, then people tend to stay away from it. So you want to try to get people there. And then when you've got them there, have something for them to do. And in our case, it's the breaking of the bread.
December boss, and this is giving it totally 100%. We're in December, we're having fun, the sun is out, people are having nice times. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day.
So I'm looking at it as a concept. This sounds like a great idea, like breaking bread, especially with your family on Christmas. Is it something that people should consider, like going outside, putting together that long table, sitting with your family, make that Christmas lunch? What do you think? Your thoughts around that?
Take concepts like these, run with them, sit together under the sun with your families, break bread together. Very important.
Generally, we're all very antisocial due to, the whole cell phone situation. A vibe like this, we are outside. I actually heard you complaining about, I don't have network, which is kind of a good thing because you got to sit down, get to know us, we're chit-chatting. So definitely long table, under the sun, in the shade. Listen.
It's very few times in the year where we get to have uninterrupted time with our families. So this is lovely, where we can all just be in each other's company, be quiet in each other's company, but also enjoy each other's company as well. It's a time to catch up where the hours just go by and by and by. And so yeah, I think this is such a great idea, such a great concept.
Did you know that in the olden days, people used cutlery to make jewellery and gift their loved ones? This tradition still continues even today. It is not just your ordinary jewellery, it's a whole momentous and distinctive piece of art.
So about a year ago, I went to the beach and I found this beautiful piece of coral, and I really wanted to do something with that to kind of capture its uniqueness. So what I did is we got a silicone mold made so that it's an exact imprint of the coral. And then what happens is it gets a wax injected and then we cast the coral. So what comes out is an exact replica of what the coral looks like. And I can do that over and over again if I want to. But I think then I can make it into earrings, into necklace, pendant, anything really. But it really it captures every single detail of that coral. It's like a moment in time. It's beautiful. And the other things that I make are spinner rings. They're also known as meditation rings, fidget rings. They are great to put on your finger and you spin the other rings around. It helps you to concentrate, or you can use it in meditation. So I make all different types of rings like that, different styles. So you make the base of the ring, and then you make a ring or two rings that go over the top and are slightly looser. And then you dome the ring slightly from either side so that they can't fall off. So then it's a loose spinner ring that you can then have fun with basically and play with all day. So the other thing that I make is spoon jewelry or cutlery jewelry, like sterling silver cutlery jewelry. And I love this because it's a little piece of history on your finger. It started out in around the 17th century in Britain, where the big manor houses would eat their dinners and lunches with sterling silver cutlery. The staff in those big manor houses obviously couldn't afford silver cutlery, and they couldn't afford silver for that matter. So when they wanted to get married or give a promise ring to somebody that they loved, for example, they weren't able to find the material because silver is expensive. So they used to actually steal the cutlery from the manor house and transform that cutlery into jewelry and mainly rings. So some used it as a wedding ring or a promise ring. So it's kind of a symbol of saying no to that class system. And I like that about spoon jewelry and spoon rings specifically.
Now, let's see how exactly is this spoon ring crafted.
So what you do is when you get a spoon, you have to heat the spoon. It's called annealing. You heat it so that it can be malleable, so you can bend it. You then need to clean it so that any residue, any of the kind of markings from the heat are removed. And then you can start bending it on what's called a mandrel. So it's like a metal stick that you can then use to bend metal. You then hammer it round. If you need it to be a specific size, then you can use a sizing stick just to make sure. But one thing that you need to do as well is you need to polish it beforehand, because to get the polish under the spoon, because you're bending the spoon all the way round, is quite difficult. So I tend to polish it beforehand, bend it round, and then give it a good polishing at the end. Now there's different types of spoon rings. You can get a full spoon ring, which is the full spoon into a ring. And then what we can also do is I cut off the ladle part of the spoon, and then it's just the handle of the spoon. So it's really, it's just a beautiful piece of history to be able to wear.
Guys, if you've been yearning this festive season for something magical, something fairy tale, something full of lights, something lively, and something to keep you excited thinking about this festive season, then apparently beyond this tunnel is exactly where you'll find all of that and more. Let's go and have a look at what lies in store for you this festive season, and of course, an experience for your entire family. Come with me. It's an enchanting world, bringing all Christmas decorative dreams to life. Believe it or not, this Christmas village is the size of 3 rugby fields. Now that should spark some curiosity on how fascinating this village really is. What is not your usual kind of festive decorations that we've got at the village?
It's a light forest at the top there. It's a fantasy land where kids can go around, see their favorite characters. And then, of course, all our stalls at the back. You can see all sorts of stalls here, all sorts of vendors, 140 vendors to explore. It's variety of things to do at the village.
So how have we transcended into another type of Christmas festivity activities?
This is a modern Christmas with new characters, new Christmas characters. You still have your Santa around the village. The Santa always dominates, but this is a modern Christmas. We've incorporated an African feel into the Christmas.
Picture opportunities are galore. While Father Christmas is still popular, the highlights also include fairy tale characters that seem to have jumped straight out of storybooks.
Well, the fairy tales could embrace the children's imagination about Christmas, and also with the books, it helps them learn more about things and have a sense of character traits that also other princesses could have as well.
Girls, how much fun are you having, and why is this amazing for you?
Because we got donuts, pancakes, and we also saw the princesses and took pictures with them and Santa, and we had fun. There's a lot of music and you can have fun here and take some pictures and do some art and eat some sweets.
For adults, it's like being on a spaceship, bouncing back into fond memories of their childhood. Each zone has different themes, from the enchanted light forest to a butterfly garden. Here, you can even visit the North Pole in sunny Johannesburg. Why is this the perfect holiday destination to be this festive season? What's happening?
It's Christmas, everybody's happy, it's about family, it's about spending time with family, kids are happy, everybody's enjoying.
Is it making you bounce back into your childhood?
I'm very, very excited. The center, the decoration, the flowers, the lights, it's just remind me of my childhood. I'm very happy.
How much fun are you having and what have you seen so far?
I've seen nice Christmas trees and slow towers.
I'm a single dad, so they are going away to see their grandmother. So I thought, like, let's rather have an early Christmas, and we are dressed in all Christmas hats. So yeah, that's why it's important for us, to just spend this time together.
What do you think it is that is available for adults that just want to have a good time and feel childlike this festive?
So this is a family event. Parents can go around, they can buy gifts for their friends, they can buy gifts for family and friends. They can walk around and they can also experience our beer garden and our gin garden around here whilst the kids are having fun, whilst the kids are out there enjoying our Christmas lights. We've got millions and millions of lights that the kids can enjoy. It's a family event.
How much fun are you having?
I'm having very fun.
What are you doing?
We are looking at the lights and seeing angels. We are looking at the lights and I love the lights. It's my favorite thing.
You can see that did a lot of effort. The decorations are great. The lights are fantastic. And I smell mini donuts here and I'm just loving it.
It's very wonderful to be out with my family today, and my kids are obviously enjoying it as well. And there's lots of magical lights this Christmas.
You come here and then it's escapism from the real world. You escape from the reality. You see all sorts of different things. People come here and don't want to go home. So I want people to come here and come and enjoy and come have fun and come and escape the reality that they experience on an everyday basis.
Now that's how dreams come true, and the whole family indulges in a completely mesmerizing festive treat. Trendz Travel, bringing you the highlight of living. And with that, happy festive season, everyone!